أهلا بكم. Welcome, you guys. It's me, Lena. My name is Lena, and welcome back to another video of basic Arabic from a basic American. So, we are going to talk about pronouns today and how we can show possession from these things called pronominal suffixes. So, let's just jump right in, and I'll explain all of this, in a second. So, I in English is I. And I don't know why I said that. But anyways, in MSA it's Ana, okay? In Iraqi it's Ani. It's Ani. So the endings is what changed. This turns from an aleph to a ya in Iraqi. We in English is nahnu in Arabic in MSA. In Iraqi it's ehna, okay? And this is what we're going to be focusing on later, this noon and this aleph. So for you masculine, I'm talking to a guy, I'm going to say inta. You feminine, I'm talking to a woman, I'm going to say inti. He, huwa, she, hia, you all is going to be intum or into. You might see it with the wow also in certain dialects. Ooh, a little raspy. So you all, feminine, is in tune with the noon, okay? They, masculine, whom. You might also see huma is going to look exactly like this. And then they, feminine, is going to be hun with a noon also, just like we saw up here. Now Arabic has this thing called dual, which is when I'm only talking to two people, and that's these last two rows right here. Um, I don't see it that much, but it is important because sometimes it does pop up, like if you're reading a news article or something, okay? So now let's talk about how to use it. Boom, takbir. Okay, so if I want to say book in general, it's just going to be kitab, right? If I want to say my book, then the ending, I'm going to throw this ya onto it. And that's how you're going to know it's my book and it's for me. Same thing up here, Ani. That's why I have this here. It just makes sense, Ani. Kitabi, my book. And it's the same thing for our. It's going to be, the ending is going to have this noon aleph, like ehna in Iraqi, noon aleph on the end. So katab na, our book. And then here are the suffixes for the rest of them. I'm just going to read them for time's sake, Katabik, katabki, for you feminine, your book. His book, kataba, in dialect. I think it's katabahu in MSA. Her book, katabha. Y'all's book, katabkum. Y'all's book feminine, katabkum. Their book, katabhum. This is their book, katabhum, for, masculine or a mixed gender crowd. Their book, katabhun, and so forth, okay? Can you tell I'm biased against a duel? It's okay. But yeah, it's here if you want to learn it. Now, I think this is an example that we see all the time that no one really talks about. Al salam alaikum, okay? It's peace be upon you. But technically this calf meme is for what? It's for you all. It is not, it's for y'all. It's for you all, like a mixed group of crowd or, guys. Anytime that there's a group of people and most of them are men, but there's one woman, you will use this. You are going to, this is for mixed also. You're going to say kum, okay? Even if it's like a group of women and there's one guy, you're not going to say hun, you're going to say kum because there's one guy there is mixed gendered, right? So, peace be upon you, but technically it's peace be upon you all. Peace be upon y'all, you all, okay? And then the response, wa alaikum al salam, and peace be upon you as well. But again, it's technically peace be upon y'all. So yeah, I think that's pretty interesting. Now let's look at some other examples. We have I know. Arif, يعرف, to know. So I know the girl. أعرف البنت. أعرفها. This ha is going to be referring to the girl. And it's the same thing that we see here, right? He cooked the chicken. طبخ الدجاج. How do we know this is for he? It's because it's conjugated to past tense he. طبخ. He cooked. Okay? How do we know it's the chicken? Because Aleph lamb, the dajaj chicken. Ooh, okay. I ate it. Eklet, eklet. But dajaj is masculine. So if I want to say I ate it, I'm going to attach this ha to the end of it. I ate it. Everything in Arabic is either feminine or masculine. And here is another example that we can see here. Bloop, bloop. Takbir. Alamet. Alamet Gahwa. She made coffee. Now, why didn't I say she made the coffee? Because there's no alif lam here. It's indefinite. The alif lam shows definitiveness, and it's not here. So I'm just going to say she made coffee. Alamet Gahwa. Sharab is to drink. Sharabna, we drank. We drank it. Ha is referring to this feminine word, which is coffee, qahwa. Okay, sharabna or sharabnaha, we drank it, the qahwa. Okay, now when we are talking about marbūṭas, they do this special thing when we're attaching stuff to the end of it. It's gonna pop open and it's gonna turn into a ta. And I always picture this scene from Emperor's New Groove in my head where they were eating this isopod. I don't know what this is. They're eating a bug and then boom, you pop it open and it turns into this shape and it looks like a ta. So we're gonna see some examples here. So Ciara is car. Now, why did I say a car instead of the car? Because there's no alif lam here. So it's a car. It's indefinite. It's a car. Okay. So, Ciarti. This is for me. This ya is for me. And since we're attaching it to the end of a ta marbūṭa, it's going to bam, pop open and turn into a ta. So, Ciarti. Ciarta. Or siyaratu in MSA, something like that, okay? Siyarta or siyaratha for her car. Siyaratna, our car. Siyarathum, their car, okay? So that's how marbūṭas change when we are attaching things to the end of it when we're putting a suffix. Okay. Now, big girl sentence. اشتريته that's how you say I bought in MSA. اشتريته السيارة. I bought the car. Alif lam, the سيارة, car. اشتريته السيارة. Now if I want to say I bought it, car is feminine. سيارة, this ta marbūṭa is feminine. So اشتريتها. I bought it. Now, here are some other examples that I think are helpful. There are two different ways to say I saw or to see in Arabic, and here they are. So we can say this is all past tense. So Reta, I saw him, or Shifita, I saw him also, and so forth. So that's how you can also use it for inanimate objects and for people as well. I just wanted to throw these examples here. So Shifita, I saw her. Shifithum, I saw them, like a group of people, or I'm talking about a whole bunch of men. Rayathum el-yom. Rayathum el-yom. I saw them today. Shifithum el-yom. I saw them today also. And these are both correct in dialect and in MSA. But shaf, yashuf is more dialect. Okay. Now, if I want to say I love it or I love him, it would be aheba. If we're talking about chicken, aheba. Yeah, I like the chicken, aheba. Or if I want to say I love him, aheba. It's the same thing. And it's the same thing with if I want to say I love my car. Someone bought me a car, aheba. I love it. I love the car. Okay. And you would know that I'm talking about the car from context. If someone just bought me a car and I'm saying that, ahebha, I'm not going to be talking about, I don't know, like my aunt in this instance because we're talking about a car right now. So a lot of these are just context, but that's how you know like what's being referred to are these suffixes at the end. And there are other ways to say possession. And here are the other examples from different countries. And I know it looks like a lot, but I promise you it's super easy. And some of these I actually kind of prefer saying because um, it kind of rolls off my tongue a little bit better. So these are some substitutions, or if you're trying to learn dialect, here are the ways that you can say it in these different dialects. So in Iraq, you would say mal for possession. For in Khaliji, in the Gulf countries, which are Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Qatar, Kuwait, and Bahrain, you would have haq. Or I think sometimes people put a cap here instead of a cough, but haq. In Oman, they use mal, apparently the same as Iraqi, from what I've been told, and so forth. In Yemen, depends on where you're at, you'll hear taba or haq also, and some of the Levantine countries follow the same suit with taba, um, which is showing possession, and yeah, so it kind of makes sense, especially taba, because taba is like something that like follows you. So if you're showing like, like this is following me now because I own it, that's how I like to think about Arabic. Um, so yeah, and here are all of them here if you guys want to take a gander and just, I don't know, pick a favorite one, if you want. And here are how they're used also. So, MSA, CRT. In Iraqi, it would be al siyara Mali, or Malti. It just depends on where you are. That's why my tongue tripped because I was like, that is not how I say it. Al siyara Malti or Mali, okay? And then in the Khaliji countries, you'll see Haki, Al Siyara Haki, the car is mine. Or if you just, I don't know why. Oh, Arabia. Okay, that's how they say car in Egypt. I've found a lot of these like online, so if I seem surprised, it's because I am. Okay, so yeah, and yeah. Ooh, I really don't want to butcher some of these because some of the other countries have different ways that they say certain letters, and I don't know all of them. Um, but we're gonna be learning together. So, oh, that's cool. This is how they say car in Tunisia. Okay, so automobile diali in Moroccan, my car. That's super cool. So yeah, these are the different ways that you can say, like if I want to say qalami, or like this is my pen, qalami, my pen, I can say qalam Mali or qalam Malti in Iraqi, qalam Haki in Khaliji, qalam Dabai in Levantine and so forth. And yeah, so thank you guys for learning and watching this video, and I hope you guys learned how to say and use some pronouns and suffixes for possession in Arabic. Masalama.